Hey guys, I have a bit of a different video idea today. So it is, for reference, Friday the 5th of September, and obviously summer's just ended, and I think it's time to lock in. I have kind of been all over the place, as it should be in summer. Like, I've been on holiday, been eating out as much as I want, just been chilling, having a good time. But now I have a marathon next month and a HYROX next month. Literally next month. So it is time to lock in. Like, this is body performance health lock in. I just want a bit more discipline in my life. Like, I'm just kind of doing what I want when I want. Same with my training. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do my 3 runs a week. I'll do a couple HYROX classes. Like, it's not structured. So that is what this is for. Same with my nutrition as well. So I'm going to go through what my lock in habits are. And this is quite specific to me because it's my marathon and HYROX, but I think a lot of you guys are into running and HYROX as well. And you can like sub out HYROX training for gym. You know what I mean? Like, whatever your goals are, cater this to your goals, but there's just some habits in here that I think are really important. So these lock-in tips are based on, one, my own experience, and two, I was reading a book called Atomic Habits by James something. I'll put it here. But this was literally like changed my like thinking around habits, and it was just so interesting. So I've kind of got like a cheat sheet, so you don't have to read the entire book, but this is what I'm basing it off because it's just the best way. Like, it tells you how to make good habits, how to break bad habits, and it is so simple, but I just love it. So I'm going to give a run through of the habits first before I dive into how I'm adapting them. So what he was saying is how to create a good habit. There are 4 principles. 1, make it obvious. So write down the habits you want to instill. Let's just make it easy. Let's say it's go to the gym. Like, start going to the gym. Write down your habits and put down, like, say, in the morning, I am going to go to the gym. Like, literally write them down. Write down what you want to do and when you want to do it. In the morning, I'm going to go to the gym and do this. Like, simple. Put it in simple terms. 2, make it attractive. Habit stacking. This was his most important thing. Let's say you hate going to the gym. Literally no part of you finds it enjoyable. Stack the gym habit with something you do enjoy. So in the mornings, I'm going to go to the gym and I can watch my Sphere and Cinzia vlog. So I used to do my cardio that I didn't enjoy, watching Sphere and Cinzia vlogs, and I would save it for that. So you're only allowed to, you get to couple. So you're kind of looking forward to the gym then. So you couple something you really enjoy doing with something you don't enjoy that you need to do, the good habit, you know? Whether it's watch a vlog or call your mum or go through your photos or get to listen to a new album or get a coffee, get your favourite coffee after the gym. You're not allowed that coffee unless you go to the gym. If you haven't gone to the gym in the morning, you don't get your favourite coffee from the coffee shop. That's the habit stacking. Number 3, make it easy. Lay your clothes out the night before. Plan your week ahead. Make sure your car is warm before you get in. You know, make it easy for yourself. Lay everything out the night before that you need for the gym. So you're not in the morning like, oh, I don't even know what I want to wear. You know what? I can't be asked. Let me go back to bed. Alarm. Okay, maybe say open the curtains so it's bright when you wake up. Make it easy. Make your environment easy to do that habit. So if your goal was eat clean, don't buy junk food in the house. You're making it hard for yourself to resist. Don't make it difficult for yourself. Like, just lay everything out, make it easy. So all you have to do is get up, put the clothes on and go. Like, have everything ready the night before. So make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy. Last one, make it satisfying. So whether this is a weekly check-in, weekly body check-in, whether it's a writing down your weights progressions, like if let's say you want to lose weight, or let's say you're trying to get stronger in the gym, write down what weight you did last week in the gym and like watch that go up. It's satisfying. Maybe make a sheet, a checklist of every day. If you've done your habit, let's say go to the gym, you tick it off, and if you've ticked off the days you need in the week, you can buy yourself brunch the weekend, or you can buy yourself a new top, or you can buy yourself a makeup item. You know what I mean? Give yourself some sort of reward or something that's satisfying, like results. Satisfying. Yeah, they are the main 4 habits. I hope that was kind of easy to understand. I tried to like simplify it down. I just found it so good. They also have a section on how to stop bad habits, but I'm more about instilling good habits here. So now I'm going to go into what I'm going to focus on. So number 1, is body. I have been so slack and I just feel a little bit puffy. Like I'm happy with my body. I just feel like I could tone up a little bit, but I want to do this whilst also making sure I'm fueling myself properly for my marathon and my high rocks. So in terms of body, I'm going to be strictly tracking. What I'm doing at the moment is I'll strictly track like all my macros, my calories and everything until dinner time. And if I'm going out for dinner, I'm like, oh, stuff it, but I can't track it anyway. Or if I've had one extra cookie, and then I'm like, well, I didn't track that earlier, so I'm not going to track this drink now. Then I'm not going to track, oh, I can just add a bit extra cereal in that. I don't need to track it. Like that's where the like 1% add up when you're not counting those little things. So I want to be strict with my tracking. Like even this sounds so stupid, but tracking things like I didn't realize like my gummies, I'm gonna get onto supplements in a moment, but in each of my gummies, there's 6 calories. Like it sounds so minor, but I take 2 gummies every night and then I have Ribena in my day and then I have my OxyShred and like these little things end up adding up to like 200 calories in a day and you don't even realize. So it is tedious, but just being really strict with my tracking. So that's something I want to instill. For my tracking, I want a small calorie deficit. So I have a resting BMR. You can find your BMR online, but my resting BMR is 1,300. So that's what my body burns if I literally was to sit on the sofa all day like this, not move, like no exercise. It's just what my body burns, like digesting, processing everything. That is your BMR. Then you have your active calories on top of that. So my active most days are 1,000. So today I did really long run. My long run, like this isn't a normal day, but I'm on 1,700 and something. It'll probably get to like 2,000 by the end of the day, but I want my daily active calories, because obviously this is a very high day because it was a really long run, to be 1,000, which I pretty much achieve every day. I just want to make that set because there's some days where I don't do that. So that means daily I burn 2,300 calories. Resting and active, that's what my body needs to sustain itself currently on a daily basis. So I want to get a little bit toned up, which means losing fat. Like I know people get funny with the term, but I want to tone up a little bit, so I need to be in a calorie deficit. That is just like matter of fact. Like you can build muscle, but if you want the muscle to show and lean down, whatever you want to call it, these terms, I want to lose some fat. So I want to be in a 500 calorie deficit, which means I eat 1,800 calories a day, which is smashing. I can fit loads into that. I am a calorie god, honestly. Like the way I can like manipulate things, like make healthy food taste good, just with like honestly a few hacks, like egg whites, lighter than light mayo, like sauces, like all these things. I feel like I've got it down. So 1,800 is so much to work with, and it's actually achievable, rather than if I was like, I want 1,000 calorie deficit, so I'm eating what, like 1,300 calories a day. That's hard, especially if I'm training for things I want to properly fuel myself. So this is a good deficit for me, I think. So that's something I'm strict tracking. And then macros. This is important for me, especially in training. I am going to be eating 1,800 calories, like I said. And of that, this is split into carbs, protein, fats. I'm going to be focusing on carbs and protein. Fats are really important, especially for women and like our hormonal health and everything. But I have noticed I run fine on any amount of fats, and that's not really the macro I'm prioritizing. So I'm prioritizing protein for recovery and carbs for energy. Carbs in marathon, so important. Protein, recovery, muscles, important. So carbs, I want 200 grams. Reference, there's like, let me see what I've had today. 2 slices of sourdough bread, there is 50 grams of carbs. So that's kind of, if you can see where I'm going. A sweet potato, which I'm gonna have tonight, is about 70 grams of carbs. So I want 200 grams of carbs a day, and there's carbs in fruit, there's carbs in veg, there's carbs. Carbs is a huge food source. So I wanna make sure I just have enough energy for my training, especially with the long runs. I'm at week 8. Oh my God, week 8 of 12 of my marathon training program. That's really scary. So carb loading, whatever it's called, I just want to have enough energy. So 200 grams carbs, 150 grams protein. The general rule is have a gram of protein per pound of your body weight, but I am going quite a lot over that because I just want to. Like, I want to make sure I'm recovered. I want my muscles to be fueled. So that's what I'm doing. 150 grams protein is quite a lot, but I have quite a lot of calories to work with. So I think that'll be fine. And that leaves me with 45 grams of fats, 200 grams of carbs for energy, 150 grams protein for recovery, and 1,800 calories in and 1,000 active burn. Slight calorie deficit and ultimate fueling for performance. Then we move on to training. So this is already consistent. I stick to this every week, but the thing I am going to have to put a pause on is weight training. So like I said, I've got my Chicago Marathon coming up in 4 weeks, and then I have a doubles Hyrox in Birmingham in 6 weeks. So they're my priorities, Hyrox and marathon. Marathon training is basically my running training for my Hyrox. Like, I'm good on the running front for Hyrox, but I need to get strengthening in the exercises, like side push, side pull, like burpees, wall balls. Like, I need to be doing specific training for Hyrox. So I'm not taking it too seriously because it is a doubles and it's my first one, but I do just want to give myself the best chance. So my training is going to be centered around marathon training, which is 3 runs a week with runner. And I stick to that every week. We have an easy run, a interval run, and a long run. Love it. Stick to it every week. Perfect. Then Hyrox training, I'm going to do 3 classes a week. My gym that I do my Hyrox classes at, they do a Hyrox strength classes, Hyrox conditioning classes, a 90-minute class on Saturdays, which is newly introduced. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do at least 1 strength, at least 1 conditioning, and at least 1 of the 90-minute classes a week. That is what my training is going to center around. And I am putting a pause on weight training just whilst I'm doing this. I've got 4 weeks until my marathon, and I don't want to overcomplicate it or like overdo my body. So I'm just going to stop the strength training and just have that through my Hyrox. Final pillar. So we've had body lock-in, performance lock-in. Now we've got health lock-in. Health lock-in, I want to be drinking 4 litres of water a day. I used to be so good with my water, and I've just gotten so slack. Like, I'm not bringing my water bottle around with me, and I'm like noticing, like, wait, I filled that up like hours ago and I haven't drank it. So 4 litres of water a day, which is also really important because I take creatine. So that is a habit I really need to get back into. Then 3 meals a day. I am the worst. I'm a snacker. I'm such a snacker, especially afternoon, evening. In the morning, I'm fine, but I'm just grazing. Like, oh, that would be nice. I'm not hungry. I'm just like, yum, yeah. And then I'm not hungry in time for dinner. And it's been dinner that's been sacrificed a lot these past few months because I'm just snacking in the day and then I'm not hungry enough for dinner. So I end up just having dessert for dinner and then I'm just not getting nutrients in. It's just not good. Like, I need 3 meals a day. I'm a human. I don't need to be skipping dinner and having dessert for dinner. It's not good. So 3 meals a day is priority. Breakfast, I always have a yogurt bowl. Lunch, I always have some egg format, egg white omelette, or maybe a chicken salad, or these like egg white mayo toast situation. Then dinner, I normally have like a meat, a veg, and a carb. Or tonight I'm thinking of having jacket potato, beans, cheese, and chicken sausages, which is my favourite. I've not had it in ages, and I really am craving it. So yeah, 3 meals a day. My final health goal is take my supplements daily. So I'm going to show you what my supplements are right now. I take creatine, which has, this might sound silly, but I've just noticed myself looking so much more like jacked. Like, my legs, I'm like, whoa, where did those quads come from? Like, I don't train quads. And my upper body, my back, that I like not training specifically. Like, obviously I do it through classes, but I'm not actually training it, like upper body days, whatever. I've just noticed I look a lot stronger. Creatine is like the most researched supplement. Like, it's basically like the safest supplement to support your performance and recovery. So yeah, supporting sport performance, proven to boost performance during high interval training, strength training. Yeah, it is amazing. So I take a scoop of that every day. I have that in my water every single morning. I've been doing this for maybe 6 months. Like, I've been really, really consistent with it because I have a scoop of that and a scoop of my OxyShred every morning. And it's not even like a thought now. Like, I enjoy it. I love the taste of it. It's great. And then my nighttime supplements are Symbiotics. I went through a phase of having really bad gut health. I I was really ill my first year of uni and just had like, I basically had like 7 or 8 infections or something back to back, just because I was drinking and it was COVID and everything. And I was on antibiotics so many times, and I was just, it was run down. Like I was literally just getting hit and hit and hit. There'd be like a little common cold and I'd be like gone for days. So I started caring about my gut more, and Symbiotics are really good, pre and probiotics. Also for gut, it's really good to have a diverse range of foods, which is kind of what I want in my whole foods, but Symbiotic is great to support that. Next one is collagen, just for my skin. Can't hurt. Improves the elasticity of your skin, basically just good for your skin. Next one is magnesium. This is really good for fatigue, recovery. Apparently it helps you sleep, and it is also good for immune support, I think. But yeah, I really like these, and the little gummies I have before bed. And it's like kind of like a nighttime like association thing. I'm like, oh, I have my 2 gummies and I'm going to bed. So I got those. And then my final one is this glucosamine and chondroitin. My physio, I went to a physio on holiday and he recommended me taking this for my marathon. He said, like, is there any niggles you get at all? Like in your last marathon, what was it? And I said, oh, it's just my knees and my hips. Like they go on the long runs. It's not really my muscles, it's more my joints. And he said, this is so important to take this is really gonna help my joints. So I take 2 of these a day. All of these I take 2 a day actually. Yeah, 2 magnesium gummies, 2 of these, 2 Symbiotics and 2 collagens. So they are all my supplements. Now I'm gonna go through my Atomic Habits version of these things. So the main thing I'm gonna do that encompasses all of these things, like the thing I struggle with the most in my strict tracking is evening snacking and binging, and like even if it's healthy sweets, like I have like an excess amount of these things. So thing I'm gonna do is stop eating 2 hours before bed. This is gonna help everything. This is gonna help my sleep. This is going to help me stop eating late at night. This is going to help me with loads of things. So I go to sleep about 10 p.m, 9:30 to 10. So by 8 p.m. every night, on the dot, see the clock. If I see it sees 8 p.m, stop eating at 8 p.m. Then I go brush my teeth in the bathroom. Then I take my supplements. So I put all of my supplements daily into one of these. Again, this is make it easy. Don't make it hard. Am I going to want to take my supplements when I'm emptying them into decanters every night, like taking 2 out there, taking 2 out there? No. So just flip. Done. Easy. 2 seconds. So stop eating, brush my teeth, take my supplements. Brushing my teeth basically makes me impossible to carry on eating. So that's just a quick do it, get it done. Take supplements, and then with the strict tracking, plan my calories for the next day. The thing that can be hard with the strict tracking is you may not anticipate what you're having for dinner, and then you'll get to it and you're like, I only have like 400 calories and I've not had dessert, I've not had dinner, like this isn't realistic. And then you think, stuff it, I'm just gonna eat what I want. So every night, stop eating, brush my teeth, take my supplements, come back to the sofa, plan my calories on MyFitnessPal for the next day. There's no messing up, it's planned out for me. How am I gonna mess up? I stick to the plan, make it easy. And then all of this, I'm gonna couple it, because these aren't the most fun things in the world. I'm gonna couple this with something I want to do. So this is a fun part. I'm gonna find a series I'm gonna start watching on TV. Like whether it's, I kind of wanted to watch Desperate Housewives again. If you've ever watched it, it's literally one of the best series ever. But I looked on the TV the other day and it was like, you have to buy it. So I'm gonna try and find something to watch that on, but I'm going to have it that this is my time I'm allowed to watch a show. It's 8 p.m, I've got an hour and a half until bedtime. I can watch an episode or maybe 2 episodes before I go to bed. So that is gonna be my like enjoyment thing. Like, oh, I've gotta stop eating, but I get to put on my favorite show. So that is what I'm going to do. As I said with all these things, it's make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. A lot of these habits are already instilled, like my training habits, absolutely fine. It is just a few things like the water, like making sure to do that throughout the day. And for the make it satisfying part, I'm going to write a big checklist of all these things I need to do every day. And I'm also going to do a weekly body check-in because it's going to be satisfying. If I stick to this, it is like science, like calories in and out. It is performance, like these things will just work if you stick to them. So if I stick to it in a week's time, I will notice change, even if it's really minor. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm also not really going to focus on the weight of my body because it really fluctuates and it doesn't show in the weight whether I could have gained more muscle, gained fat, lost fat. You don't know what the weight loss or gain is from, really. So I'm just going to do it by visuals. But my most important thing here is obviously the performance for my marathon and my high rocks. And last marathon, I didn't eat carbs at all. And I ate carbs like the day before. I was like, woo, I can have a pizza. Like, girl, eat carbs a bit before the night before your marathon. So yeah, that is my September lock-in. I know this was just me sat down like chatting, but I thought it would be quite fun if anyone else wants to lock in like any habit. Just think like, who is the person I want to be? Do I want to be like the girl that can do a pull-up in the gym? Write down like you're training for it. I'm going to train it 3 times a week. I'm going to make sure I'm fueling myself with protein. I'm going to make sure I'm doing this, that. Make it easy. Put my gym count the night before. Like, I am going to do this. And it's just so nice setting yourself goals and sticking to them. Like, I'm setting myself discipline right now and that's going to be it. I'm going to stick to it. So I'm really excited. And just the make it easy is my most important tip here. Like I said, little things you can do. If it's take your supplements, get them out. I do this like every time this runs out, I'll refill it. And it's kind of fun. Like I just do that when I have a spare minute. Or get a big water bottle. I know I've got to drink 4 of these. I've had 2 today. This is my 3rd, it's full. So it is things like that. Getting your clothes out the night before massively helps me. I just chuck them on, I don't have to think in the morning. So yeah, I hope this was helpful / entertaining. I don't know. This is going out on a Sunday, so let this be your time to plan for the rest of the week, rest of the month, rest of the year. We are in September. We have 3 months till the new year. So you have time to lock in whatever you want to be doing, whatever your goals are, you can achieve them. Sorry, that sounds really like inspirational and like cringe, but it is so true. And you don't have to wait. I was going to say you don't have to wait till a Monday to start, but luckily tomorrow is a Monday, so you can start on a Monday. Lucky you. So yeah, I hope that was good to watch and I will see you guys next week. Bye.